Okay, so I'm just interviewing my little brother because he has Crohn's disease. So that was like one of the things we could interview for. So Landon, how long has this condition been present?
So I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was about 12 years old, and that's like when I really noticed the, let's say like symptoms. So yeah, right around middle school age.
Okay. And then what are the signs and symptoms of this condition?
So the main symptoms I saw at the start was always drowsy. She never had energy, and then just a lot of bowel issues. And I was getting sick constantly just because of the weakened immune system.
Okay. And what are some short-term and long-term effects of this condition?
So short terms are ones that come and go. I would say the short term ones are more so bleeding in the bowel. That comes and goes. So that's more short term. That only comes at least when you have more severe Crohn's disease. Comes and goes and doesn't stay for too long. More long term though is the weakened immune system. That affects you just getting sick way more often. That's something that you'll just have to live with.
You say that you have more of the severe type of
More
Crohn's
severe,
disease.
so more bleeding inside the stomach lining.
Yeah.
So
And he had to be on like chemotherapy and stuff for it when he was younger, which made him really sick as well. So, but he's not on that anymore. And then how does this condition affect the mouth or the ability to intake food or nutrition?
so sometimes it can slow down the healing inside your mouth. So I did get a lot of canker sores, which was one of the main things that I noticed with Crohn's disease, and they took longer to go away. I also had to change my diet up because you have to have a lot cleaner diet when you have Crohn's disease. So intake, I eat a lot more red meat, a lot less sugar, and a lot less processed foods. So kind of just changes how I have to maintain my teeth.
Would you say it gives you like inflammation of your gums sometimes as well? Like, do your
Yeah.
gums swell? Does it take it longer for your gums to heal up as well?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. And then how does this condition affect your diet? I guess you kind of said that, like you kind of had to change your diet a bit.
Yeah, just because it causes a lot of stomach irritation. So just had to get rid of a lot of processed foods and sugars and just switch to red meats.
And then has this condition affected your mental health at all?
Mental health, maybe at the beginning, kind of makes you a little like, so to say, depressed about like the situation. But once you make the best of it, yeah, I would say no.
Okay. And then does this condition affect your self-esteem at all?
Personally, no. Just because I feel like it helped clean up my diet, and so if anything, I feel like I feel a lot better and look a lot better because of this. So no, I would say it doesn't.
Okay. And then does it affect you socially, like in any social situations?
Yeah, it does come with its downsides of that, just because, especially with doing like blue collar jobs, I'm not always around a bathroom. So sometimes, since I'm a foreman, I kind of have to just shut down operations for a minute and really chase down a bathroom because you can't hold it as long. So I would say it affects work sometimes, and sometimes when we're in public areas, I have to use the restroom more often than the average person. So in that situations, yeah.
And then does this condition influence positively or negatively any other body system or organ? Like, do you think this has an effect on your whole body or other organs in your body?
Yeah, I think it's affected not only my stomach lining, but also my, I should know this as being an EMT, but like...
You said it helps, it's harder for you to keep on weight and keep weight, like you have to eat a lot
Yeah,
more.
so you don't digest all the calories that you take in and nutrition. So with that being said, like no matter how much I eat, like sometimes I'm in a 3,000 to 4,000 calorie surplus and I still am dropping weight. So it just affects how your body is digesting and breaking down foods as well.
And then how do you manage your condition?
Managing it, I track my food and intake calories very well, just so I don't lose too much weight when symptoms are high. Another way I make sure I contain it is diet. As soon as I don't keep a clean diet, that's usually when symptoms start to show up. And then something else I do is, I would say, mainly just making sure I keep up with just medicine and making sure I'm not around people that are sick, just since I have a weakened immune system.
Is there anything that triggers this condition? You kind of said that like diet can trigger this condition.
Diet, being around people that are sick, no matter what, if I'm around someone that's sick, I instantly get what they get just with that. I would say just weather as well. As soon as winter hits, I usually get pretty sick as well. So I'd say weather, other people, and diet.
And then this one's, what are the risk factors? I guess you kind of said that, like more easily, you get sick more easily, and yeah, you just gotta be careful with that. Is there something that dental professionals do for you when it comes to your cleanings to make your experience more comfortable or enjoyable? Or
So I guess I've gotten lucky with my old man being my dentist, but he says because of it, I have a lot more bleeding in the gums, so he's a lot more gentle with my gums. Besides that, he just makes sure I use a lot of mouthwash that helps with cankers as well.
Okay. Any other information that you think the students would like to know about your condition?
No, not really.
All right, well, thank you for letting me interview you, Landon.
Of course.